This is Dark Vange. For those of you who don't know, my Hardcore Ironman, who up until recently had been spending every day grinding skills to obtain the max cape, which we now have, a goal I never thought we would achieve. Now we have max though, we no longer have to worry about being efficient as possible, and now can work towards a new, bigger, exciting goals, and continue some of the old ones we started before we maxed. So, let's get started. And I believe handing in these Rex skeleton fragments will give us, yes, 103 archaeology, our first level since maxing. Cool. And we might as well throw in the Somya relic we just made for another one unlocked, or 20% increased archaeology excavation precision. Cool. We've just hit max reputation in the merchants district. Nice. Go to Imperial, I think. Right, so I believe I have everything in my inventory. All I have to do is overheat the furnace. Yes, I can indeed. Or I can craft. I can craft ourselves an artifactures measure. Begin project. Oh, that very simple. 10k crafting for that. One of the elite skilling offhand items, I guess. Why I crafted one, I have generally no idea. I suppose it is useful for when training construction and crafting, and it's also access a gem bag and all that. I think it's literally just because I was doing archaeology earlier and managed to get some of the components for it, so I thought I might as well go the whole thing. So yeah, we have an artifactors measure. Pretty cool, I guess. The chicken log is done. So all the small ones now, I believe. Can I view them here? Yeah. Chicken. Yep. Oh, cool. Well, since a lot of what we want to do now is combat related, I thought it's time we do Daughter of Chaos, which gives us the Infernal Puzzle Box Tier 2. I believe we want Tier 3 is the non-adrenaline one, which means we no longer have to have Persistent Rage as our relic perk. But I mean, if we get it onto the tool belt, even better. But for now, I'll probably just go through the Civil War ones to get Tier 3, maybe, and I think they'll give it Tier 5. And then possibly do, I can't even remember what it's called, Succession, that's it, after, if I can be bothered. Civil War 1, Civil War 2, and finally Civil War 3. That is all three of them done. I probably will do Succession, because, I mean, that didn't take long at all, and then I can just add it to the tool belt. But we do have the main thing we wanted, which is adrenaline will not drain outside of combat, which is very nice. Yeah, cool. And that is Succession completed. Yep, very cool. 1 quest point, XP lamps, which are basically redundant, but the main... Oh, there's 2 things really, actually. We gain access to the dive ability since we don't have bladed dive at the moment, which is going to be quite nice for just getting around and like clue scrolls and stuff like that. I can't even see where it is though. I don't know. But the other thing, our Infernal Puzzle Box is now Tier 6, which basically means we can add it to the toolbox. So we now pretty much are going to get the effects of 14% damage reduction in the wilderness, 9% increase to monsters, 65% damage reduction with Infernus. Adrenaline would not train outside combat, which is the most important one. Brawling Calves, yeah, we've got 1 pair of them. Fletch bolts quicker, or you won't have the threat system where you're Bloodroot trees, which I guess is nice if we go for those bolts at some point, which we might do, I'm not sure. But anyway, add it to the toolbox. Cool. We no longer really need to use persistent enraged, since we just have to channel from here, and we have 100% in channeling, like at all times, more or less. Yeah, whether I'll continue doing quests or actually now boss, now we've got that out of the way, I'm not sure. We will see. We have gone and done ourselves King of the Dwarfs. Why? Because we need to get a Questscape, sorry. Yeah, and I just thought I'll go through the longer ones first. So the longest one we've got left is Birthright of Dwarfs, but we need a King of the Dwarfs first, so I will go and do that now. Because then hopefully it won't be as bad if we start from long and go short. Birthright of Dwarfs completed. That's the Dwarven questline completely done. We gain access to Chaos Giants, which is needed for collection log purposes eventually. A load of dragon stuff, ability to freeze love geysers. I suppose going for the golden. Is it just golden mining outfit from Lava Flow Mine that'll make it a bit nicer there, and we can obviously need it for the master pickaxe or whatever, like the space-time pickaxe. Can't remember what it's called exactly, but yeah, that's our longest quest out the way. I suppose next one we'll probably go for is Long to Very Long of Tokel Kadil. Shouldn't be too bad though. I believe this should be all the goblin. Yeah, every single piece of the goblin technology has been unlocked and probably just needs to be discovered over here. It's Tokel Kadil completed. XP and a mine, not useful, just our longest quests which we had, so I guess I'll either go for Pieces of Hate or Curse of Blackstone. Twilight of the Gods, one of them. I don't know which one. And this is Pieces of Hate complete. XP lamps and pearls for bonus XP. The Big Book of Piracy is quite good for clue scrolls, to be fair. I don't even have Skeleton Horror logged. Improved Pirate log. Cool. Probably go on to Curse of the Blackstone now, I guess. Curse of the Blackstone is done. I would not say that's a long to very long quest. I'd say that's a bit longer if you've not done the Elite Dungeons. Which we hadn't, so we had to run through all of them. But yeah, Curse of Blackstone is done. I guess Twilight of the Gods? Oh no, I need to do Aftermatch for that. No, Broken Home first. Yeah. And that is Broken Home completed. Yeah, can now go back in and do the challenges to unlock what is the Asylum Surgeon's ring, and then all the chests, I think, is the only things really. There might be like a weekly lamp you can get or something, but yeah, I can now go on to Twilight of the Gods, which I might do now, I might not. I'm not sure. Yeah, cool, but that's next quest. Quest complete? And that is Twilight of the Gods completed. 10% reduction in the Zamorak Lord of Chaos, which I guess is useful if we do go and eventually fight them. We do have to go through at least story mode for Aftermatch, which I'll probably do not today but tomorrow. So we can get Aftermatch done, but we're pretty close to finishing. It's literally just this and then Aftermatch, so not much left. We do also get Quest Point Shop stuff from May, so I will go over there. So if we open May's shop, we can unlock, I don't know, the Plate Body of Trials, sure, why not, I'll immediately destroy it, but claim rewards. It is a tier 5 dice. I think that's the first tier 5 dice and the last one we will get for like 25 quest points anyway, so that's May basically finished. I believe it's Masters, so what do we get? Dun dun dun. Evening Dip Skirt, and 5 mil. Pretty not bad, not going to complain at that. yeah. Just looked in my currency pouch and found I have more than enough after doing those elite dungeons to get ourselves the final dungeoneering pieces. Or piece, I think it's just one. Yep, they've all been removed from the... They'll all get removed. Yeah, there is the warped Gaussian Trailblazers. I don't know whether I need to keep this in my bank or not, or what. But yeah, I think the main important thing is the 7% discount. Oh, and then the stat boost, which is probably pretty nice as well. So yeah. Just hit the virtual level of 100 strength while running through story mode, Zamorak. And that's after math completed. We get a die, rice, and roll, sorry. And that's the last quest, which I was fearing. The rest of them are fairly simple now. I don't think they involve any, if very little content. Where the hell am I running to? So the Questscape is in our reach. Unless the crash one, but I don't think you have to fight them. Violet is blue too. Yeah, another one done. Cool. A shadow either Ashdel is completed. We also did the shadow hanging over me for looting all the chests during the quest, which I think is probably a master. Not master. Yeah, master Questscape requirement. And while I'm at it, I will quickly go back there and activate the lodestone, which has unlocked the achievement for activating the Ashdel one, unlocking all free-to-play ones, and unlocking every single lodestone in the game. Not that we will probably ever come back here, because I don't think there's any need to, unless we want to go for black pearls for doing the weekly thing, but I highly doubt it. Grim Tales completed. Varanseek next. And that is Varanseek completed. I don't get the teleport. I have to obviously do the wish list. Which is this the Varanseek one? Yeah, I believe so, because it's all. Yeah, maybe at some point. That's Call of the Ancestors. What? Literally 1, 2, 6 quests away. Empire Need completed. That was I know it's a short to medium quest, but that was ridiculously quick. Cool. I guess Heart Stealer now. Heart Stealer done. And there is Rune Mechanics. That's Rashka the Shadow Colossus complete. We can obviously now access the boss fight, but I've never done it before. And I'm not gonna start doing it on a hardcore until I at least roughly know what you gotta do. Don't know if it's worth doing though. Yeah. That's Desperate Creatures. We just have one left to go of Clock Tower. Why I left this for last, I don't know. But I did. And at the end of all this dialogue, that is Clock Tower completed. Which is every quest in the game currently completed. As you can see, our quest log is completely empty because I've got hide weather. If I show completed, it's all nice and green until we add the mini quests in. Then not so much anymore. Yeah. So let's go and get ourselves the Questscape, I guess. And I believe all we do is talk to the wise old man. Are we here to talk about archaeology? No. I would like to buy a Questscape, please. Still doing quests later. I'll pay 99k for the Questscape. Have fun. Get a little pop-up in the chat. Obviously, this is actually a really good cape for clue scrolls, because we can teleport around to all of these, basically, which is huge. It's going to be really nice to have. Yeah, put it on, play the emote, clear customization, apply. I do like the Questscape emote as well, to be fair. Cool. Yeah, so that's all quests completed. I will go through the mini quests at some point, because I do kind of want to get a Master Questscape on the account as well. I mean, we'll have this Questscape until the 20th of March, I think, is when the new quest comes out. So we've got like 17 days. Yeah, eventually I do want to go for that Master Questscape, so I might start working on mini quests every now and then. I'm not entirely sure at the moment, but there is obviously still some locked stuff behind, like whether it's XP or quest rewards I haven't claimed, I guess. I don't really know. Yeah. Oh, and I suppose I can tick that off the bingo board and have a go down. Cool. Well, now we have our Questscape as well. We might as well tick that off the bingo board. I completely forgot to do it when we maxed, so we might as well tick both of these off at the same time. 2 capes down. So, the Master Questscape. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's the next step up from the Questscape, I guess. So, that shouldn't be too bad, I think. I'll have to have a proper look at it, though. But then, the player-owned farm breeding log completed. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad, I think. I think it's just going to take some time. A completing of a Slayer log collection. Okay, well, I mean, we'll just have to work on Slayer anyway. And then finally, 1 boss log. Well, I'm guessing my Hellrun one doesn't count, so I guess we'll go for another one. I mean, we're fairly close with Zamorak and Vindicta, so these are some interesting new goals. So there we have it, our first episode after completing the Maxscape, and boy do we have our work set out for us. I mean, just looking at the bingo board alone, we already had a 50 amount of goals, but now we've got on top of that a Master Questscape, which I passively guess, a breeding log, a Slayer log, and a boss log, all which are going to take a fair amount of time. But they'll be nice to have completed, just another like sort of flex or like just an achievement on the account, which is really nice to have. But this episode we mainly worked on quests, and we got ourselves the Questscape, which is really useful, especially for doing clue scrolls. We can teleport around to a lot of clue scroll locations a lot nicer and quicker. So that's going to speed up our 100 masters, and just if we need fortune components from easies and stuff. Although, we've only got a few more days, well, about a week, until the new quest comes out, so we'll have to do that when that comes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.